On to the next battle or battles. Less than a week now, it's Super Tuesday, and hang on here as we close in. More politicians are now picking sides, and more endorsements are in the works, including this one now. Joining me, Republican Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger, also a pilot in the Air National Guard. And welcome back to America's Newsroom. Nice to have you here.
Thanks, Bill. It's good to be with you.
You are getting behind whom as of today?
As of today, I am officially endorsing Marco Rubio, and I got to tell you, I've watched him since he's been out here. This is a guy that can unite this party, that can bring conservatives together, can put us behind a mission, the mission of America, which is to be an example for the rest of the world and to get our people back to work and do what we need to do. And in my mind, there's nobody in this race that's better qualified to do that, and frankly, more inspirational than Marco Rubio. He's been a great candidate. He'll be a great president, and I'm excited to be on Team Rubio now.
What's wrong with Donald Trump? What's wrong with Ted Cruz or John Kasich or Ben Carson?
So I consider foreign policy something that's very important to me, having served and continuing to serve. And, neither, frankly, Ted Cruz or Donald Trump have a coherent foreign policy. They flipped a lot. Ted Cruz votes against the National Defense Authorization Act, voted for Rand Paul's budget, which slashed the military significantly. And Donald Trump, I hear a lot of big words and big pronouncements, but I don't see any detail. Knocking the blank out of ISIS is no answer to how to actually destroy this cancer that's growing in the Middle East. And Marco Rubio's put out solid plans, and I have no doubt and no lack of confidence in the fact that when he's president, he can destroy ISIS everywhere they exist.
That point was kind of echoed by Rubio this morning. The senator was on our morning show, Fox and Friends, and said this about his candidacy.
People watching this, they deserve to know from me and everyone else running, what are your policies? How are you going? Don't just tell me what the outcome is going to be. I understand Donald likes to say he's going to make America great again. How? How exactly are you going to do it? And particularly on the foreign policy front, you have to have some attention to detail.
Now listen, all this is important, but these voters are telling you something else. They're telling you they're angry. They're telling you they like an outsider, and details be damned so far.
Yeah, it seems like that, except for I think you're going to see support consolidate behind Marco. I think you're going to see folks, really start as we get closer, and it's realistic that we're going to actually select a nominee, the person that's going to go ahead and face Hillary Clinton for the future of this country. I think and hope people look twice again at Donald Trump and say this guy's not serious. But regardless, Marco's going to go out there. He's going to talk about his ideas, talk about his plans, talk about uniting our party. Because if we unite our party, we defend this country from this kind of listless, future of not knowing what our purpose is and just kind of going along. He's got a mission and idea. Trump doesn't. He speaks big words. He's very whatever. But Marco's got that inspiration that we need, and I think people are going to see it.
Politics is a game of winning.
Yeah.
Where does Senator Rubio win?
Well, I think you're going to see support. Look, he's coming in second consistently now. I think they're going to have to take on Trump. People are going to have to look at Trump and see that this guy's not serious and actually, believe that. And I think you start seeing Marco win and maybe the Super Tuesday states coming up.
The difference in Nevada, in South Carolina, New Hampshire, he's been no closer than 10 points with Donald Trump. So it comes back again to the point as to where does he win. Florida goes on March 15th. That's less than 3 weeks from now. Can he win there?
Yeah, I think so. Look, it's just been a few states that have gone, and everybody's attention is on him because, look, Trump has done well in those states, but we have a lot of states to go. Illinois, Illinois is March 15th. It's among many big states coming along. I think Illinois is going to put Marco Rubio in there. People are going to see that, John Kasich is maybe a good guy and a decent governor, but at the end of the day, they got to vote for the guy that's going to beat Donald Trump, and that's Marco Rubio. So I think you're going to see a lot of Kasich support go to him.
One last question. If he doesn't win a contest by next Tuesday, it's 0-15, as you know. Simple math tells you that. Why is the American people saying to the establishment in Washington, D.C., enough of you, we're done?
Well, I think they're upset. I think they're rightly upset. They feel disconnected. They feel like they haven't been well represented. I understand that. But what I hope they look at is not just somebody that reflects their anger back to them, but somebody that understands the anger and shows them a way out. That's what we want in a leader, is somebody that shows us a way out of this morass. And that's going to be Marco Rubio. I'm excited to be behind him.
All right, we'll see what happens. Adam Kinzinger, thank you for coming on today. His endorsement is in. Thank you, sir. Martha.
See ya. Take care.